Do you guys remember the old days when you were at computer cafes, LAN parties with your friends, played Counter-Strike? And man, that was fun. That was fun. And a lot of people thought it was a waste of time. And yeah, you were basically called a loser for playing it by some people. Oh, how things have changed.
Apex, is he going to use the I love this Apex. He's actually so sick. He's going to get if he doesn't get fouled, he could fall to heaven and try to stop them from defusing. But now instead, at least he gets that one very hard round to win. Near impossible for Apex. In fact, he tries to go for the wall bang shot. He gets
Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerd Hangout. In this episode, we're going to talk about Counter-Strike Go. Me and my brother Charstan went to the Royal Arena for a competition of Counter-Strike, and it was explosive.
Royal Arena, it's a Counter-Strike, massive super party, guys. Yeah, atmosphere is explosive. Let's check this out, guys. Check it out.
I'm gonna give my brother a call, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how that event went. We'll talk a little bit about Counter-Strike as it is. We are in Denmark, and the event was in Denmark, so we gotta talk about it, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna call my brother Charstan, and we're gonna talk about this awesome weekend we had at the Royal Arena at the Premier Blast final competition. Let's go, guys.
to feel it. Fully feel it.
Yeah, you just gotta shake your head at that one, Apex. No reason to feel frustrated. There's no way for you to know.
Is it exciting?
It's amazing. But to think, obviously you think that you just killed the diffuser. That's such a tough break there. But what a close round between these two teams. Astralis and Vitality now just going head to head. And we're starting to see some
As you can see, guys, the atmosphere is amazing.
Well, that is going to force some Vitality into a bit of a tight spot. Nearly have max loss.
Yeah, so guys, I am on the phone here with my brother, Charstan Hansen, and we both had a very cool experience here in the weekend, right?
We have had an amazing experience this weekend.
Yeah, we were at the Premier Finals, Fall Finals of CSGO.
Yeah, the Blast Pro Series held in Copenhagen.
Yeah, sadly I only got the final day on Sunday, but you were both on Friday and on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I was there all 3 days.
Yeah. So as I showed you earlier, guys, the atmosphere was amazing. It was electric.
It was electric.
And I was there. And I was there on a Sunday, and my brother Charstan, you said that it was even more violent on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday it was electrifying in the Royal Arena, and that is partially because there were 2 Danish teams that played. I think it was the second match, Heroic and Astralis, and I would say in that arena 90%, 80% are Astralis fans, and maybe 10% are Heroic fans, and then the rest support the other teams. And that's of course because it's held in Denmark and the majority of the audience is Danish, so it's so of course everyone is supporting the Danish teams.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's always the local people. It doesn't matter what kind of sports or competition you're going to that make them biggest reward just by near numbers of people showing up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So going through the entire weekend, which battles did you think were the most exciting?
Definitely the Astralis heroic match, because Astralis, which are a top tier team, aren't as good right now because they had a change of roster for about 2 weeks ago. I think they changed their roster, so that team has only been playing together for 2 weeks. So the expectations weren't as high as they usually are, and Heroic as a team are or have played together for a very long time, and I believe they were ranked number 2 in the world before this series.
No, okay.
So it was to be expected that Heroic won against Astralis, but somehow Astralis managed to cause an upset and actually beat them 2-0. So Heroic didn't get a single map. And the thing that was so exciting about the match is the first map, Heroic were they everything was just going right for them. They were ahead 11-4 at halftime, and something just happened to Astralis. I think it's partially because of the crowd, because they can hear 8,000 people cheering for them, and I think that does something to you. The adrenaline gets pumping and everything, and they managed to cause a great comeback, and they went into overtime. The first map finished 15-15, and they managed to win all of the rounds in overtime.
Okay.
So yeah, the ground was just electrified, and then
going wild.
Yeah, and then they went into the second map pick, which Heroic picked, and that was Nuke. I think they picked it because the day before Astralis were completely destroyed on Nuke.
No, so they were hoping for a sure win.
Yeah, for a sure win. And that match, it wasn't even a competition. Astralis just run ragged. They destroyed Heroic on that map. So that was something that was not expected. And of course, the spirits were high. And then people actually started believing that they might cause an upset through the entire tournament.
Yeah.
But as you saw last night, they played. Who did they play?
Team
Vitality.
Vertical, huh? Vitality, yeah. Team Vitality, the French team.
Yeah, exactly. And sadly, they didn't get the win. So
no, they did put up a good fight to try, but you could see it in the last game the last round no. The win was totally over to
yeah, and also you had Navi waiting at the finals, and Navi are just too good. They have Simple, and they have so many good players.
Yeah,
and they are just unbeatable at the moment. I don't know when they lost last time, but it's a long time ago. Okay. And Saturday, they completely destroyed Team Vitality, the team they met in the final. But sadly, we didn't get to watch the final.
No, we had
but I followed it on my phone, and I saw Navi won 2-1. So Vitality did get a map win against Navi, which actually is it's a nice feat, because
it's pretty cool,
yeah, because Vitality, they are just Navi, they are unbeatable. They are the team.
Away, the defuse comes off. This may be Vitality's coffin, but it's Navi's castle. The kings of Counter-Strike defend their crowns inside the Royal Arena.
Yeah, you could actually see when we were there. I don't know that much about these teams, and when you told me that they almost slaughtered Vitality in the first game that they played against them, and I thought, yeah, okay, sure. But when they started off playing the games, I mean, there were so many mouse dropped. Because Simple almost took an entire team alone in the first round.
Yeah, he killed He killed 4 players with 1 spray of the M4.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw the camera going out to the crowd, and everybody was just with their jaws dropped.
For the time being, has Bumic's name on top of it. The P2000 and simple.
Yeah, it was. It's almost hard to believe that one player can be so good, because when you think about the pro scene, you might think that there might not be too much difference between the players, because how good can you actually be?
Yeah, I thought, okay, yeah, sure, you're probably exaggerating that statement, but you were not.
No,
at all.
Simple is just too good. He is, he is by far the best player in the world right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very.
And
good.
you said that Zarko had a roster change. Does that mean that they changed players out?
Yeah, Astralis?
Or what do you mean? Yeah, Astralis. Yeah, what do you mean when you say change roster?
Yeah, they changed the roster. Yeah, that's because they changed their players.
They changed their players.
Yeah.
There was also a young one, only 18 years old.
Yeah,
on the team.
Lucky. He is the rookie on the team. He played very well on Saturday.
Yeah.
But on Sunday he didn't really get going. He was fine. Nothing against him. But on Saturday he was very good. So yeah, all in all, it's an amazing experience, and it just shows how far computer games and esports have come as a whole. Because 10 years ago, or maybe 10 years ago, in 2011, that's it's not nearly as popular as it is now. You see young people, you see old people, middle-aged people, men, women, children. It is
families. I mean, I was shocked when I came in there.
Yeah, it's
seeing
crazy.
all these people. Yeah, young girls. Not to be sexist, but I just didn't think that there were so many female people who like to watch. Because all the people I know, mainly male, who like to watch other play. And
yeah,
there are many girls who play Call of Duty and that online, and many streamers. Nothing against that. It's awesome actually, and it's so cool to see that so many people are taking this gaming culture and being a part of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see.
I mean, you don't have to go too far behind in time when you were an outsider for gaming too much and a geek and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of like the Dungeons and Dragons phenomena, which is outcasts and one time, and then it becomes popular. Now everybody is going wild about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Feeling it, considering how hot Sudo and Zaiwu are right now.
Fantastic to see when these players enter the stage. They are like superstars, they're rock stars when they enter the stage. The fans go vivid.
Yeah, exactly.
The light shows and the introductions and the way they just emerge from the scene.
Yeah, people are cheering their minds out. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I wish I knew this when I was playing Counter-Strike games when I was a teenager, and people called me a nerd and
exactly.
you're wasting your time and stuff like that. I mean, I wish I continued playing now.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's no doubt that there was a time of gap where CS Counter-Strike wasn't that popular.
No, it isn't. As you don't have to go way back to see that. But there have always been tournaments and competitions, but it's never been popular.
No,
it's something. I mean, it keeps evolving all the time.
Yeah.
And I think in 5 to 10 years, you will see esports just as popular as football or American football, or soccer, as you call it in America.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, and I also think that the crowd it is something else, because this is the first time in 2 years that there has been such a crowd in an arena because of COVID-19.
Exactly.
So I think
exactly,
just everything it just made it an incredible event and an incredible weekend.
It did. Yeah. I only got Sunday, as I said, but it was electrifying. And yeah, it actually makes you very cherished that you are able now to be outside with a crowd of people enjoying entertainment like that, especially since you've been on a lockdown and you have felt like the absence of joyful events like this.
Yeah, definitely. It's fantastic that the community is opening up bit by bit. Of course, now we have had a fourth wave of COVID-19. So the community is actually locking a bit down again.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we got to hold this event before it goes into complete lockdown again.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
we are
fantastic.
on a tipping point again. Which way will it go? Will it continue to be bad, and then it will be locked down again? And we hope not. We hope it's going to go the other way around.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that there's going to be other gaming event sports like Counter-Strike going to be as popular as Counter-Strike when you think about League of Legends and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't even think Counter-Strike is the most popular. Games like League of Legends and Dota 2 and stuff like that is extremely popular.
But have there been events like here in Denmark, like in an arena like Royal Arena?
Yeah.
Where they have been playing
Yeah,
League of Legends?
there has been.
Okay.
In I can't remember when, if it was in 2014. That was like almost a not a what do you call it, a hallmark, when League of Legends held their competition in Seoul in South Korea in the same stadium that the World Cup final in football was held in 2003.
Yeah. I mean, you can't argue that that's not an amazing thing.
That's
crazy good.
Yeah, it's really crazy. It is.
Well,
so it's a good time to be alive.
It is. Yeah, especially if we're being a nerd.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you think about gaming, you think about superhero movies and Dungeons and Dragons, everything is popular.
Yeah.
That we actually maybe were a bit scrutinized for back in the day.
Definitely, yeah.
So yeah, it's new times, most definitely.
New times, yeah.
And also, there was this talk about people like us, because we are getting older and we're still gaming, and 1 and 2 generations older than us are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And we are not going to stop.
I'm never going to stop.
I'm never going to stop either. I actually see myself in a retirement home with my PlayStation before I'm going there.
Yeah, definitely.
Just put us in the same home, brother, and we can keep on playing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But it's funny that you actually sometimes have to have discussions with people who just can't follow this changing culture.
No, and there are always going to be people that will oppose it.
Yeah.
And that's just how the world works. But at some point, the generations will, shift, and this will be the norm. That esports is actually a sport. So
yeah, exactly.
We are over halfway there, so I don't think we will have to wait for too long.
No, exactly. And of course, with new cultures like this and so much time used with gaming and stuff like that, then also there comes the negative sides of it, addiction to the games and stuff like that. And I actually want to make an episode about that in another time. and because I think it's very curious to talk about. And also, I remember when Counter-Strike first came out, it all started with the game Half-Life.
Yeah.
And I actually am going to make an episode in the near future about that as well.
Yeah.
Where we can talk about all the editions coming out of Counter-Strike. And there was actually many games that came out of Half-Life.
Yeah, and also Dota, that came out of Warcraft 3.
Warcraft,
so
yeah, exactly.
There is, mods.
Mods, yeah.
That have evolved and have become their own game and have been doing
almost
very well.
more famous than the game itself, almost.
Yeah.
Oh, Counter-Strike is most definitely.
Most definitely, and so is Dota.
Yeah.
Dota is way more, in a competitive sense, is way more popular than Warcraft.
Yeah. World of Warcraft is something entirely different.
It's something entirely different, and the competitive scene of World of Warcraft is nearly as large as the one in Dota 2.
Awesome. But I think we're gonna round it out now, and just it was a very cool event to see, and we're definitely going to try and make it again next year.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then I want to try to get an entire weekend. So
yeah, it's something you don't want to miss out on.
No, not at all. And of course, congratulations to the winners of the finale yesterday. And we are of course proud that we have 2 teams from Denmark in this competition, and they are actually world announced. And Australia has been world champions also, right?
Yeah, they have been world champions.
Yeah, exactly.
They are a very well-renowned team and very popular, not only in Denmark, but also around the world.
Yeah, exactly. So that is definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So, yeah. But I think we're going to cut it today.
Yes.
So, thank you for the chat, Shashan.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I think we're going to leave it here, guys, today. This is all I have for you, nerds. Thank you for the day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
More and more prominent within competitive CS, and it felt like LAN, that was sort of slipping away. We've got damage on the exit.
They worked their way out.
Yeah. Fight for the round or not, Config's gonna shut you down. And we've got Astralis on the scoreboard.
That can make a world of difference.
Yeah, so like we said, guys, it was amazing. Oh, and how things have changed for Counter-Strike, man. I couldn't believe when I was this teenager playing with my friends that it would be as big as it is today, man. When you see those guys coming up from the stage, like my brother said, like rock stars, I mean, come on. If we only knew, we would go back and say, you know what, don't listen to all those freaks who tell you to stop wasting your time. Keep playing and never stop. Oh, things have changed. It's a glorious time, guys. Anyways, tell us in the comments, guys, if you were at that event, how did you like it? And yeah, like we said, guys, this is all we have for today. If you liked this episode, give us a like and be sure to subscribe if you want more content just like this. Goodbye, nerds. In this episode, we're gonna talk about an event that we did. And we're gonna talk a little about the teams that this. We're gonna talk a little bit about the event and the teams that were at the event. We're going to talk a little bit about the teams that were. Du ska snacka! This is going to the gag reel.